Alright, welcome back to Final Fantasy 15, everyone. We're here with Aranea and Biggs and Wedge from Star Wars to go and look for some mythril, maybe, I think. I don't know. Let's talk to her and find out.
So, you're the new recruits they sent over for special training. Nice cover, runaway prince.
It sounds like you're talking out of the corner of your mouth. What would I ask my friends exactly?
Thanks. Oh, come on.
At ease, recruits.
I have no idea
There's
what that was
nothing in
about.
it for this ex-mercenary to turn you in.
Okay. Alright.
Let's get this show on the road.
Show?
Forgot about your training? Well, I'm being paid to escort you. Just watch yourselves in there.
Aranea is now my fourth party member. Okay, cool. Some features will be unavailable while she's with you.
Trust you'll
Like,
be civil.
probably like taking the car or something.
I
Oh,
leave them to you.
okay. Also, the two guys that were
Search
beside
until
her,
sundown.
well,
Won't do
are
you any
beside her.
good.
There we go.
If you're looking to get
Are,
inside, you're gonna have to wait.
so one of them will be Biggs.
Hold down the
that guy.
fort.
You
And
got
the
it,
other one
lady.
is
Hold down the fort.
nope,
We will.
Wedge. Yeah. So Wedge, fuck off. Wedge and Biggs are from Star Wars. They're, I don't really know. I don't really remember. They're either,
Hold down the fort.
I don't know if they're
You got
both
it, lady, eh? We will.
with Luke at the same time. I know one of them, I believe, is his friend from Tatooine,
Was this? Any idea, Ignis?
and the other one is someone that he meets up with in
I wonder what happened to the locals.
the
Why not head
rebellion.
inside and look for him?
Is there anything interesting around out here? Forgot that I can jump in this game.
Guys, look!
Some kind of light. The entrance.
What else could it be?
Bingo.
Yeah,
Didn't
and
I
so
tell you?
they're also
Knew
actually
there was
both
something not quite right. Gotta
kind of
follow your
Easter
gut
eggs from
sometimes.
other Final Fantasy games
Let's
too.
do it.
I know they're definitely in another one. They might be in another two. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Those guys your
but
friends or
they're
something?
You appeared to be on good terms.
Who? Biggs and Wedge? They're more subordinates than they are friends. But
oh
I
yeah,
trust them all
that's
the
the other
same.
one. Right? Okay. So they're in Final Fantasy VI. They're actually the two guards that are accompanying
How far does this
Terra
go?
at the beginning when she's in her Magitech armor and still mind controlled and stuff. And in Final Fantasy VIII, they're actually two enemies that you meet
I
near
thought it'd
the,
never end.
is it a radar dish or
People
satellite
here.
dish?
They must have been
On the
fit.
first mission. Those are the only two I remember. There might be another one. But I don't recall.
Who left the lights on? Maybe the owners are still home.
No.
I doubt we can expect a warm welcome.
Indeed.
Is this just
They
a dead
shall.
end? Oh, it's a
You
stairway.
think it's an ambush?
Is it still a dead end?
Nothing of
Okay.
note
Just a
here.
load of nothing.
Interesting. So this dungeon's probably gonna take at least 2 episodes. I thought it was just like one floor and a little thing, but I think it's much larger than that. Oh, hello. Skeletons. I don't even know if I've faced these guys before, actually. If I have, I don't remember. I don't expect them to be that big of a deal, because I'm way over leveled. What the hell was that? Are they running around on all fours? That's interesting. Like a dog enemy, almost.
How's everyone?
Good.
How about you?
Just chipper.
Okay, 4 ways to go. Both these are dead ends, so I'll just go check out those first. Oh, okay. Saw something back there, though. Right? Thought I saw something back there. No, guess not. Okay. Yeah, so this is probably gonna take a couple episodes. But I'm gonna be just pushing on with the story for a little bit. I can always go back and do some bonus episodes later, because I'd love to play the Gladiolus. Is that a check mark in that room? Interesting. I'd love to play the Gladiolus DLC, but I'm still not sure where that lies within the plot. So until I know that, I don't want to spoil stuff for myself or you guys either. Because if it's all from, like, you know, the last chapter, then get it out of my way. What are you doing? And also, I might just start cutting out fights because like this is the third group of skeletons. That's an interesting circle formation they're coming out of. So I've faced them all so many times, and well, this one has a different, was it like a Reaper or something? I faced them too actually before on the streets at night. They've come up with the Iron Giants before. It's been quite some time since I played this game, so I have forgotten almost entirely how to play. Ow. And I've been playing a lot of Dragon Age, so the fighting controls are different. You use A instead of B to attack. I do like the game, but I will say there's some of the combat stuff gets pretty tedious and just boring. There are points where... Stop fucking running around, please. There are points where I'll just sit there and hold A, and I will miss, like, 6 swings of my sword in a row. And, I mean, the enemy will be missing too, so we're just literally standing there swinging our swords at each other for basically no conceivable reason. I don't know why the missing percentage is so high, but it just is.
That is pretty neat.
What is? Just, oh.
Look up.
If that's the water's surface.
Wait, what? Does this mean we're underwater?
Maybe it's just glass on top of it. I've seen this stuff before.
Fish.
It's the place in Japan called Oasis 21, which is really cool.
It does seem harder to breathe.
Like seeing a dream.
It only seems
Gladiolus
harder to breathe because
seriously
you're
missing out.
getting claustrophobic from knowing there's water on top of you.
No, you can never tell.
It's like this in a lot of aquariums as well. Oh, these guys. Do I have a magic spell of ice? Yeah, there's new time quests as well. They've started doing this a bit more. I don't know. I probably won't be doing this for some time, but let's see if I have... Because these guys are only weak to ice. So, what do I have? Blizzard, I don't really want to use that. Dual cast. Versus what? Venom cast. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Oh, skeleton, fuck off. Oop. Should probably equip it first, that might help me. Got him. Oh, shush, you're fine. You need to put on a longer coat, man. Oh, magic flask. Awesome.
Let's go. Did you see this?
What?
Something bothers me about this spot.
What is it?
Have we been this way?
Something overlooked?
Not 100% sure.
What do you mean? Came from over here. Oh. Let's see. Let's see if there's something different about this area now. Oh no, we just... Okay, it's collapsed, alright. Yeah, so I might start cutting out a couple of the fights just because at this point you guys have seen most of the enemies. If there's something actually new, I'll show you. If it's just a variant, if I'm talking about something during it, then I'll leave it in, but... the other thing is, it's just past E3 now when I'm recording this. I might do a video specifically on that, I've thought about it, but...
Famous last words.
Might be too much work right now. I've got a whole bunch of schoolwork going on, getting an essay, project, and midterms, and reading, of course, still, so...
Demons. Till death do us part.
Practicing your vows.
The
jump down
army
here?
swore their oaths a long time ago.
So yeah, so I would love to do a specific video covering the things I saw at E3, but
What does the Empire seek here?
I'm not too worried about it. So I'll probably just
And we're stuck harvesting
let you know my
them.
thoughts in here.
Specimens?
Demons.
What specimens? Oh, interesting. Explains a bit
So
more
what's
as to
this about
why
the army and demons?
that demon
What do you think it is?
took the city.
Nice. I love gassing games.
So yeah, so for E3, what the did we just miss entirely? What the fuck happened? The first press conference was EA. They like to start stuff out. They really only showed 2 things that I was kind of interested in. There's a new game from BioWare, and a prison escape game made by the team that made Brothers. Brothers is an awesome game. If you guys haven't checked it out, you really should. Definitely a recommendation.
And that's that.
Let's keep
Fucking
moving.
hanging out all the way over there for? The one time you used your actual ranged weapon. After that was Microsoft. They had a couple new things. There's another Ori
Turns
game. I
out
look
the
forward to
Empire
that.
makes weapons out of them.
Weapons?
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen your share by now. Something not quite right with the Empire lately.
It's not just lately.
True.
Okay.
Maybe it's time I left.
Yeah,
Really? What would you do if you left the army?
help us.
Whatever I want.
Yeah, she's
I was a
a-
mercenary
she's a-
once.
Gun for hire,
Maybe
so...
I'll round up my men and hunt demons for cash.
Oh,
That's,
so you're not a mercenary now
heck of a
for the
plan.
army, I guess? I guess you're an actual officer of some sort? Those heels are fucking wicked, ma'am. So after EA was Microsoft, like I said, Ori and the Blind Forest. They showed off more of Anthem, but from what I saw, it honestly almost kind of turned me off because it turned out to be like a Destiny game, and I don't know how I feel about like more MMORPGs. I don't really need in my life. Dear God, why was there so much slowdown from that? Huh? Why can't... There's something up with this one. Is it slowed down for some reason? Okay.
How's everyone?
How about you?
Just chipper.
So yeah, they showed off more of Anthem, and
What about the Empire strikes
It looks
you as
fun.
not quite right?
but
The Emperor
I don't
and new
know
High Commander,
if
for starters. Then there's that
it's my
charmer of a
thing.
Chancellor. I really can't stand that guy.
okay, so he's new, and so is the chairman. Is that what you said? Just gonna. Oh, I can't save it. Right. Dragon Age, you can save like anywhere at any time after every fucking fight, which I've started doing just because I die a lot because of that bullshit missing, where I'll just sit there and miss an enemy as he wails on me.
Everything's gonna...
Can't do anything to change it.
What? Did something collapse?
Now can I
Temper,
teleport?
temper.
Oh! Damn it! Gotta teleport over there and shit. Dead end? Or actually stairs? Yeah, so that game, I mean, I'll probably still end up getting it. Depends on how MMO it is. Like, if it's very similar to Destiny, then I'm not too interested. It does look fun, though, so I'll give it that. What else did Microsoft had? They didn't mention anything for Halo, which didn't really surprise me, but I did find it interesting since Halo 6 would be the next Halo game on their kind
smell
of
that?
list.
Smell what?
No, I'm not in the game. I cannot smell.
The
Okay.
nose, dude.
Now that you mention it.
Let's not forget our purpose here.
What else did Microsoft have? I cannot remember. I guess we'll just end these fights as fast as I can.
Not too shabby.
How does it give me a D? It was perfect. I just annihilated them. Why is it bad? So Microsoft, what if? Oh, they had. There was a bit of Sea of Thieves, I believe it is, and where's my map here? Just want to know which way I came from. Over here, right? Yes. So I don't know. I mean, that game looks like it'd be fun too, but I can't remember what else Microsoft had. I mean, honestly, in general, I've only talked about 2 of them, but EA or E3 this year just seemed very not impressive. There wasn't a whole lot that's super interesting. It was mostly just talking about stuff that's already out. I'm sure I've forgotten stuff for Microsoft, but I'll just move on to Bethesda, because Bethesda was literally just one thing. Microsoft announced Evil Within 2. Great. I don't know if I'll play it. The first one was okay. I mean, if you like Resident Evil style games, it's probably more for you. I've never played actual Resident Evil games, so. But there was that, and so that wasn't actually announced through Bethesda, even though it's one of their games. And then they announced Wolfenstein 2, and that was it. Because everything else was like, here's Skyrim. You can do it in what's it called, on the Switch. And when you're playing on the Switch, you can use Link Amiibos or Legend of Zelda Amiibos, and that'll let you get the Master Sword and Tunic and Shield in the game, and that's all it does. Like, so there was more Skyrim crap. I mean, from every presenter almost. It was covered by Nintendo as well later on, and I think that was the only people. What are we doing here? Edit this? Of course. Just one of them? No, there's a couple over there. So let's see. Yeah, Bethesda was very kind of disappointing. They just kind of talked about the games they already have and how they're going to adapt Fallout and Skyrim for VR, and as well, like, they're doing paid mods for Skyrim for some reason. I don't know if that means they're taking away the free ones. I don't think that's what that means, but they're adding the ability to pay, which I can understand. They're games that will, unlike the mods that will, unlike the other mods that are currently out, actually work with your achievements, so you can have those mods and continue to play the game, and not have to, you know, have a separate game for achievements or anything. I'm fucking stuck in this room. Why? Do I just have to jump over and that's, like, is that what I have to do? So yeah, as far as Bethesda goes, it was basically just, here's stuff that you already know about, we're adding to it, and there's Wolfenstein 2. After that was Ubisoft. I am never really super big on Ubisoft conferences. They always are the same, game relation wise. Like, I don't know. They, why can't I warp? Come on. 1,000 damage! Jesus. So Ubisoft stuff is kind of always very similar. There's always Just Dance. Something else I forgot to mention about EA is that they, of course, talked about all their sports games, but they left out NHL, which was odd. They touched on FIFA and Madden, but that was it. So, I don't know. I'm sure there will be another NHL, I just don't know why they didn't talk about it. I guess I'll go down here. I don't think I've been down here yet. So yeah, that was interesting of them to just leave out one of their three sports titles. So Ubisoft opened with Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which I'll be honest with you, I don't care about Rabbids. I could care less. I've never played a Rayman game, but I just know that Rabbids are not something I would have any interest in for any reason. I'm not the market for it. I'm not a small child. I don't like minions either, which is what Rabbids always remind me of. Okay, this is the first room I was in. So how the fuck do I get back upstairs? What else? They talked about Steep briefly. They had a new pirate game, which is like a less cartoony version of Sea of Thieves, honestly, is all I was kind of left feeling. It seems more like the Assassin's Creed pirate stuff from 4 without the actual Assassin's Creed game. Alright, I need to figure out where the fuck I need to go. I have no idea. I'm just wandering in circles here. I'll be back in a moment.
Saw that coming.
To arms!
Okay, so I missed this, I guess, somehow. Oh, alright, thanks.
Here comes the big one.
Lost half my health already. Yeah, I don't know how I just didn't find this guy. Ubisoft also showed off Assassin's Creed. They have a new Assassin's Creed set in Egypt coming out. I cannot remember the name of it. However, it was also something that Microsoft had showed off before them, for whatever reason. Microsoft was showing off other people's stuff, and that seemed to be a theme through the conference as well. So they had that. that was really all the major stuff. I was a bit frustrated because I'm someone who plays, like, I play The Division, Rainbow Six, okay, come on. I eventually may play Ghost Recon, and I've been a fan of Splinter Cell for some time. None of those kind of key titles were mentioned by Ubisoft for whatever reason. Nope, nice. Nice. There you go. There you go. Oops, forgot I could do that. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't mention, like, they're going to be continuing their support of Rainbow Six, yet they mentioned nothing about it. Division's content is basically over, so I understand if that's why they didn't mention that. Ghost Recon, they didn't mention anything about the Season's Pass or digital content that's coming out. Maybe it's all out, I don't know. Okay, so now I can go get all the treasure and stuff here. Now that we beat him. Next up was Sony. I'm aware I'm kind of out of time here, but so Sony's conference was, again, not a whole lot. They talked about stuff that was like already out, like Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. They talked about Spider-Man, which, alright.
I got a bad feeling
I'm not a fan of those games either, but it's alright. I completely forgot to mention that EA talked about
He's gone.
interesting. They talked about Star Wars Battlefront 2, which again was something where they kind of just focused on the fact that it's going to have a campaign now, and some of the multiplayer. That wasn't entirely my only issue with that game, but that seemed to be the only one that they were pointing out that they'd addressed, like, oh hey, you know, the fans, we heard you. It's like, well, it seems like that's all you heard, but, you know, why? Come on, I thought that was supposed to reassemble. That's annoying. Why did that fall down again? This is the one I'm supposed to be going, though. I'll go get the rest of the treasure that's over there in between episodes. So Sony, the biggest thing they did was, well, there was a bit for Shadow of the Colossus, for whatever reason. They're remastering it again, which they've already done, but I guess they felt it was necessary to do one more time. I don't know, I mean, I like the series, so I don't really mind, but I feel like they could have just, you know, put more work into another game in the series instead, but whatever. They also had another Uncharted game, which the sound was out during the Twitch stream, which I found pretty funny, so I couldn't hear anything for that whole trailer, or the Horizon Zero Dawn stuff either. Is there a summon? Why is there a summon? I forget how to just left trigger. I don't know what I'm gonna summon, but I'll try. Who am I summoning? It's either Titan or Ramu. Right? Ramu, okay. I mean, we're inside and underground, but sure, you do your thing. Yeah, Sony didn't really have a whole lot. I'm of course skipping over little titles and things that I can't remember. If I do a full video, I'll go into detail on everything. Last up was Nintendo. They honestly, to me, probably had the most interesting stuff. Oh, cool. It was stuff that I, you know, expected. Like, there's a new Kirby, Yoshi, there's a Mario Odyssey, but they did also mention 2 Metroid Prime games. One of them being a 3DS title that I'm not sure if it's for the regular 3DS or the new 3DS. I hope it's for the regular one so I can actually play it. It is a remake, however, of
Good idea.
Metroid 2. So I now understand why they're, you know, not letting that team of people online do their own version of it. And there's Metroid Prime 4, but they said, all they said was that's in development, which means that maybe at least a year before we see anything from it, and then 2 years before it comes out, maybe even 3. I enjoyed Nintendo's the most, I think. Microsoft second to that, but if I do a more detailed video, I'll give you more thoughts on that. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll continue this episode, or this dungeon next time. See ya.